It's been 10 years since Avengers: Age of Ultron, and I can't believe Marvel has never repeated one of its best moments. Avengers: Age of Ultron is celebrating its 10th anniversary, and I'm still surprised that Marvel never repeated the film's best moment after it stunned audiences. Age of Ultron is often considered the worst Avengers movie, but it's still a solid film with plenty of highlights. The fight between Hulkbuster and Hulk is one of the best fights in the MCU, and the film also introduces several memorable heroes, such as Scarlet Witch, Vision, and Quicksilver. The final battle in Sokovia is also a landmark moment for the MCU, setting the stage for Captain America: Civil War. Another iconic moment is the party scene where the Avengers gather around and attempt to lift Thor's hammer. While the rules for Mjolnir had already been established, this scene doubled down on the notion that only those deemed worthy of ruling Asgard can lift it. While nobody can lift it, Captain America nudges it slightly, leading to the amazing moment from Avengers Endgame where he wields Mjolnir. However, the scene also sets up another great moment in Age of Ultron that I still can't believe Marvel never repeated after the film. During Vision's birth scene, the Avengers weren't sure if the new android was friend or foe. While he had parts of Tony Stark's JRVS, he was intended to be a perfect form for Ultron. However, his pure intentions were shown when Vision lifted Mjolnir and handed it to Thor. The Avengers stood in silence, too shocked to address what they just saw. I vividly remember sitting in the theater feeling the same way. You could have heard a pin drop as audiences were just as stunned as the other Marvel heroes. This scene also does an excellent job at establishing how powerful Vision is. He had only been created 5 minutes prior and was already deemed worthy of wielding Thor's hammer. He also used the hammer in the team's final battle against Ultron, hitting Ultron with a sneak attack while battling Thor. Thor might be insecure about anyone else using his hammer, but it was a major advantage for the Avengers to have an ally with that power. However, the Avengers never used it to their advantage again after this film. Vision isn't the only character worthy of lifting Mjolnir besides Thor, as Captain America used it in Endgame. However, Vision never picked up the hammer again, as he never had the opportunity. Vision and Thor rarely crossed paths again after Age of Ultron. Thor wasn't in Civil War, and Vision wasn't in Endgame. While they were both in Wakanda in Avengers: Infinity War, Mjolnir was destroyed by Hela in Thor: Ragnarok. Thor also wasn't in WandaVision, so there was no chance for Vision or White Vision to pick it up. While Vision lifting Thor's hammer isn't a crucial part of the MCU story, it was an incredible moment that Marvel never went back to. It would have been unnecessary for the studio to rework the story so they could get Vision with Mjolnir again, but it is surprising that Marvel never tried. Even after the hammer was destroyed, Vision could have used Stormbreaker against Thanos or any member of the Black Order. It's a shame that Vision never wielded any of Thor's weapons after Age of Ultron, but there is still a chance he could do it again. While Vision is dead, White Vision was born in WandaVision and is floating around the universe, searching for his purpose. He will return in a new Vision series in 2026, and Marvel has an opportunity to emphasize how powerful he truly is after his last few appearances made him more vulnerable. In Civil War, one of his weaknesses was exposed when Scarlet Witch warped the Mind Stone to render him inert. It showed that Vision was completely connected to the Mind Stone, and taking it away made him weak. In Infinity War, Vision was mostly sidelined after being stabbed at the beginning and spent most of the film recovering before Thanos killed him. He returned in WandaVision but wasn't at full strength because he technically wasn't real. He could interact with things within the Westview Dome, but Wanda could erase him whenever. With White Vision returning in 2026, he could be restored to his full powers and could be a real asset in 2027's Avengers: Secret Wars. It also presents the first opportunity for him to interact with Thor since Avengers, Age of Ultron.